Do you know what's crazy? Men will sleep with women who they would never be seen in public with. And as a
Mhm.
woman, I was quite shocked by that because women would never do that. The type of men.
Yeah, yeah. Those are vampires. Can only see them at night. But yeah, guys will go down. We'll go down sometimes. On slow Tuesday, no one's available. It happens. We desperate. Sex is so scarce to men. Like y'all can go to the grocery store and get whatever you want. For guys, it's a little different. We have to dig out the trash can sometimes.
Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today's topic is hookup culture. I think the girls are getting tired of hookup culture because I feel like I'm seeing more and more videos now of women who are just quite frankly fed up of dating. And I think that also explains why less and less women are on dating apps and why a lot more women are now choosing to just be single.
Can we please take a minute to talk about college hookup culture? I feel like it gets swept under the rug so much, like not enough people talk about it. Personally, being 21 years old, I've always kind of found it like harder to relate to people in the dating world because I was always looking to go on like real dates, and I've always just kind of been a relationship person. I mean, thankfully I have my great boyfriend now, so I'm not dating anymore, but I remember when I was single in college, it was brutal, man.
Did y'all catch that? Is it just me? She said she found it hard to relate to people before the age of 21. Now, I don't think women are gonna find common ground with their guy friends on the dating scale. So that means these little girls, these little heifers, 17, 18, 19, are just talking about hooking up. Is it that bad? Has it gotten that bad? Gen Z? Somebody from Gen Z talk to me. Little girls aren't thinking about, their Prince Charming, the one, romanticism in dating. Is that lost? Is that a lost art now? That's wild.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to the whole dates thing, to be honest, I think that women kind of ruin that. Hear me out. The truth is, if we're being honest,
She said it, not me.
Honest conversation. There are some women who will accept dates with guys who they're not interested in just so that they can have a free meal or free entertainment. So because of that, I think there is a category of men who have just completely given up on the concept of dating because they've wasted so much money and time on dates that never amounted to anything.
It's weird. This is how the nature of men or women are different, because men will do everything with a purpose. Like I'm going up to you to get your number for it to lead to a sexual and or romantic relationship. All right, that's most cases. Ladies, they'll give away their phone number and just just go with the flow. And that's dangerous, because that flow could take you, Lord knows where, off a cliff, right? And then you feel manipulated or betrayed, blah blah blah, and then it's all his fault when you are not dating with intention yourself. You know what that's also called? They call it foodie dates, where they just go on a date for free food without no intentions of seeing them again. Like, if it happens, sure, why not? But they're gonna go and like, oh, this is a fun time. This is a way to kill the time. I'm not doing anything else this Friday night. Let me go out with them. See, that's insane. Because you're not even looking at the person. You're just focused on the Instagram photo. That's all it is. That's not healthy. You're going out essentially just to I don't know, experience the world, I guess. But because you're bored. But listen here, there's another human being, right, who's interested in trying to impress you, and potentially would like to see you again. And you're not putting your best foot forward in trying to impress him because you're so focused on the date, on the activity itself, on stuffing your faces.
Because of that, I think there is a category of men who have just completely given up on the concept of dating because they've wasted so much money and time on dates that never amounted to anything. Which is why I think the whole Netflix and chill thing became a thing, because it was a way for guys to not spend money, but also still potentially get what they want, if you get what I mean.
What do we want? What do we want?
Hookup culture is not empowering.
I totally agree with everything she said. And if you're someone who enjoys hookup culture, by all means, you do you, boo. I'm not judging. I want to offer like a slightly different take though. As a brown girl, I went through all of grade school not thinking I was pretty. And then I got to college and realized that I was kind of hot. So for like the first time in my life, guys who I found hot found me attractive. And I would be lying to you if I said I didn't enjoy that attention. I also feel like our generation has normalized like hooking up with someone first before you date them. But the unfortunate reality is a lot of times guys see that as completely transactional and you are fully disposable to them. And so you really don't gain much, especially if you're someone who's
disposable.
Like, and you want more of a relationship. I just don't think that hooking up with someone is going to get you there.
Do you know what's crazy? Men will sleep with women who they would never be seen in public with. And as a woman, I was quite shocked by that because women would never do that. The type of men.
Yeah. Those are vampires. Can only see them at night. But yeah, guys will go down. We'll go down sometimes, you know, on slow Tuesday. No one's available. It happens. We desperate. Sex is so scarce to men, you know. Like y'all can go to the grocery store and get whatever you want. For guys, it's a little different. We have to dig out the trash can sometimes.
Men have this standard for who they will be in a relationship with, but then when it comes to who they'll sleep with, the standard is like here. And I do think that this is having a very detrimental effect on the dating space, because I know this is going to sound bad, but I think the reason why women complain about settling so much is because a lot of them don't realize that what they deem as settling is actually their level. Because when they were sleeping with these really attractive guys, they thought, okay, this is my level. This person is attracted to me because I'm on his level. Not knowing that men drastically reduce their standards when it comes to casual situations. A guy will never make a commitment with a woman who he doesn't think is the best that he could do. If he thinks he can do better than you, he's not going to make you his girlfriend. But he will still sleep with you, ladies.
Here's what she's trying to say. Let's say there's a guy, right? You're a woman, you see this guy, and you know right off the gun that he's way out of your league. Like, what the fuck? He's interested in me. He's talking to me. This content creator with, I don't know, 250,000 followers on Instagram. This famous guy is interested in me. What? Little old me? What is it about me? Like, I knew it was just a matter of time. Finally, somebody sees me for who I am. No, he doesn't see you for who you are. He just followed you and DM'd you. There's nothing about you that you could have revealed in your Instagram photo or out in public if he approached you that could make him think, wow, there's just something about her. There's none of that. He's trying to fuck. He just wants to smash. Don't think, oh, this is going to amount to a relationship. Because if you didn't establish that at the very jump, like going back to what I was saying earlier about dating with intention, if you don't establish what you want and what you're expecting out of this, he's going to get what he wants. And that's usually sex at the time. And now, since you filled your head with all this potential and possibility, and then he suddenly ghosts you, or he's seeing you less and less and less, it's his fault.
Because hookup culture benefits guys more than it will ever benefit girls. So some people are going to disagree with me, but let me explain. For starters, we've been knew that guys mainly just want sex. They rarely want commitment, but will do practically anything to get laid. Whereas girls, we're not super horn dogs. Some of us are, but not to that extreme. Y'all want to hook up, like, equally and with no commitment, whatever. Like, you do you, live your life. I'm not judging. The problem is that guys tend to lead girls on because they want to keep getting what they want, which is a hookup. And then girls are painted out to be clingy or obsessive or psycho because they catch feelings. But realistically, it should be understandable to catch feelings when you're doing something so intimate instead of just being painted out as crazy. You know, what do girls even gain from it?
As a woman.
5 minutes of faking it and not finishing 99% of the time, I really don't think I'm missing out.
As someone who's never really took part in hookup culture, I've never experienced situationships or friends with benefits or one-night stands. And I remember when I was in school, when I was in secondary school, people would say things like, oh, you know, you have to go through a hoe phase or whatever, and you kind of have to experience people in order to, like, know what you like, and so that when you're in a relationship, you don't, like, think to yourself, like, what if? Or
don't subscribe to that.
Experience that.
Don't subscribe to that. Nobody subscribe to that, right? You need to live. You need to find yourself. You need to discover who you are. You need to not get tied down and be in a serious relationship right out right out of high school, right out of college. I need to live through my 20s. I'm talking to women. No. No. All you're going to do is just make bad choices. I mean, am I right? Like, give them the opportunity. If you're decent enough to find dudes that do want to take you seriously, take it. Because there's nothing out here but just horrible. Dating scene is so bad out here. And women are just mad and sad and angry. Oh my god, there's so many angry women out there. I'll put up a story. All right, it's I hold both men and women accountable, and I get so many angry women when DMing me when I'm talking about the women, when it's the women's turn, right? They're just so mad. They're so like their initial response is anger, or they see one of my actions and they just misinterpret my intentions behind it. I don't have much intentions behind anything, right? Sometimes it's just jokes. Sometimes, I mean, you're just completely wrong. And they just blow up all this resentment and trust issues. It comes from bad experience after bad experience. It'll get to the point where you're gonna blame these present decent guys, for the mistakes of all the bad guys in your past. Then you might mistakenly sabotage your own relationship with this person.
You don't like think to yourself like, what if, or like, I wish I'd kind of experienced that, and you'll always be like longing for those experiences, so you have to kind of go through that phase. To me, it just didn't make any sense. My headset was very much like, why should I just give myself to people?
Another thing, why I never understood why women are just like, I don't want to miss out on living my life in my 20s. What does that even mean? I don't understand why you can't be married or in a serious relationship and still do fun stuff. Like, what fun stuff are you missing out in terms of being single and in a long-term relationship and or married in your 20s at a young age? What exactly are you missing out other than sex with other guys, interaction with other guys? That's really the only difference, right? When you're in a relationship, you gotta have to find some common ground. You can't just pick any guy. You gotta pick a guy who's like willing to, like, you're an outdoor person. Okay, they're an outdoor person to a degree. So yeah, I don't get it. Like, you could have fun in a relationship. You could go to clubs with your man in a relationship. I don't see what exactly you're missing out on other than more dick. Just more dick.
You know, it's crazy because I joke a lot about being single, and you know, I laugh it off. But I'm 46 years old, and while I'm getting ready for surgery and everything, it dawned on me. Hold on. I'm sorry. It dawned on me that I'm 46 years old and I don't have a husband to take care of me. I don't have a husband to help me get ready. I'm 46 years old and I still need my mama to take care of me, full stop. And I make jokes about the fucking buffoons that I have been encountering in dating. But in reality, this is my reality.
If you have one good guy long term and then it goes to shit, and you have 2 or 3 boyfriends you've had, both lasted, on average, they last about a year, right? And at the end, it might go to shit, right? You're still hopeful with men, right? Because never mind the reason why you left, the reason why he left. The bulk of it all, you had a good run. You had a good run until the very end. That's way less damaging than just being ghosted, these one night stands, just feeling manipulated, being led on. Way less damaging. Something to look into. Hey, that's it. Leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment. That'd be dope. All right, y'all. Peace.